Hello, wonderful people. I hope that everybody is doing well. Happy New Year. Happy 2025. I thought I'm gonna do a reading about certain things that might come in 2025. So, a forecast, predictions for this year, and I'm gonna talk about the economy. I'm gonna talk about AI, the war situation, and other narratives as well. Possibly other wild cards. What are the energies this year? What can we expect? So, yeah, I'm gonna divide the reading in 3 or 4 different parts, and let's see what we can expect this year. For now, what I received as an information about this year is that it's not gonna be an easy year. I feel like there's pressure, so there's the energy of pressure in the air in 2025 that is pressuring us to make certain changes collectively and then individually as well. So certain things will not work the way that they did before. 2025, I feel like it's a turning point. Okay, so there are some prophecies about it. Some people say that it's marking the beginning of a new era. I do feel as well that there's a new beginning, but I also feel that it can be a very significant year, similar to what happened. So astrologically, especially, can be similar to how 2020 was, but I'm very curious what the cards are saying about what is coming. So yeah, let's talk about the overall energies, and then I'm gonna talk about different categories, like different areas separately. So overall energies in 2025, I'm gonna talk about the economy as well afterwards and the war situation. Okay, so overall energies, like what is the general energy in 2025? Okay, we have 10 of coins, which is the 10 of pentacles. We have the 9 of swords, and that is reversed. Okay, 10 of pentacles, very interesting. Okay, tower. All right, so first of all, we have 10 of pentacles, which is talking about a lot of money. Okay, that can indicate like financial institutions, that can indicate the economy itself, because when we talk about the 10 of pentacles, there is a group, there is family, there is something that has to be stable because there's a lot of money involved in that. Okay, we'll find out what might that be. But we have the tower, so that can indicate a huge upheaval in 2025 in terms of the economy. 9 of swords is reversed. And the 9 of swords is the energy of worrying, anxiety, nightmares, being unable to sleep, so on and so on. When it's reversed, it can indicate sort of like a beginning of that, okay, that there's no way out of the feeling of anxiety, but it can also indicate finding certain solutions to that, to secure certain things in the future that are causing a lot of anxiety. But nonetheless, I feel like that is indicating a lot of pressure, as I was saying, because pressure, when it's present in the system, when it's present in your organism, okay, in your body, stress is present, that is leading to anxiety and to worries. Okay, we have the Fool. The Fool is reversed. The Fool reversed is saying that there's no readiness for certain changes, or there's no maturity. Okay, there's no maturity for certain changes. We are not ready yet. It can also mark the beginning of something new, but in terms of readiness, there might be something that we need to work on. Okay, so that is the overall energy. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Cups that is reversed, which is saying that certain things in society, okay, that is talking about teamwork, that is talking about certain aspects of life that we cannot handle by ourselves. We need other people to collaborate in order to handle those areas. Because this came out reversed, there's a need to start collaborating. So that can mark the beginning of the age of Aquarius, sort of, or Pluto in Aquarius, which is like a smaller cycle within a bigger cycle. And that is the power for people, okay? Because we are fed up with dealing with things by ourselves. So 2025 will be the beginning of teamwork in a sense, but there are also many shadow sides of the teamwork, okay? And because that teamwork is not integrated, because individuality is still is forming, okay, we did not develop yet our our individuality, so we can function properly and in a healthy way in a group. And that is why that can lead to conflicts. Yes, we want to collaborate, but we don't have our individuality formed yet, if that makes sense. And that can lead to the ego, the war between egos, sort of. Okay, so that is the overall energy upheavals, because we have a turning point. The Tower can talk about like certain surprises that are coming out of nowhere, something that we didn't expect. We did expect that, but then at the same time we did not think that it's gonna come that way, or it's gonna come in that package, in that particular package. All right, so let's talk about the economy. Okay, economy in 2025. I'm gonna pull other cards as well. So economy in 2025. All right. Okay, Three of Cups is reversed. So Three of Cups reversed right off the bat is the lack of support from financial institutions, is the lack of teamwork as well. Okay, but let's pull other cards. We have the Sun that is reversed, and we have the Eight of Coins, Eight of Pentacles that is reversed. Okay, the High Priestess, Two of Swords. All right, so it's definitely a turning point. 2025 is a turning point in terms of economy, in terms of institutions, banks, maybe the way that we are handling our finances on a global level. What I see here is that there's a great deal of unhappiness how we are being led by these big institutions and banks, and how we are managing our money. And because the Eight of Coins, Eight of Pentacles is reversed, that is telling me that there's a lot of wasted effort. Okay, like working, but for less money, because money is losing its purchasing power. Okay, so that can, I'm not an economist, so I'm not gonna talk about this, as a professional, as someone that is in the field. But there's perhaps an upheaval because there's a crisis that started a few years ago, actually started in 2020. But also I feel like money is losing its purchasing power. And there's a great deal of stress because of perhaps banks increasing their interest rates. Perhaps it's much harder to buy a property than before. It was hard anyways, but now it's almost impossible for the average Joe. Also, what I see is inflation, not necessarily hyperinflation, but something that is very similar to that. And people have been talking about that for a long time, especially people that are have expertise in the area. Experts are talking about that, have been for quite a long time. We have the High Priestess. So everything here is indicating a turning point. That is the Two of Swords. That is a blocked kind of view on how we should handle things, but it's also a turning point. Okay, and what I see here is that there's a great deal of planning. Okay, so more and more people will talk about planning, we'll talk about the future, okay, the worst case scenario, how we should plan for the worst case scenario, because there's a lack of support from governments and people are losing their hope, they are losing their trust in the government, in higher institutions, banks, financial institutions, so on and so on. There's no trust anymore, there's no support. I can see that there are alternatives, okay, there are alternatives how we should handle things, how we should prepare for the future, like when it comes to our money. So there's a great deal of initiating something new, I believe, or there's like a beginning that is coming from people to initiate something new in terms of the economy and finances as well. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense. This is what I'm getting as an information. There's a great deal of unhappiness. People are not happy, people are fed up with this situation, okay, that their money is worth less than before. And because we have the High Priestess, this is what I wanted to talk about. This whole situation here is urging us to connect to ourselves more. Okay? And because people are losing their trust in corporations as well, many people will choose the more creative way. There is Pluto in Aquarius as well. Okay, so if someone had an artistic pursuit, they will choose to pursue that career more, because they feel like even though they worked hard for many years in corporations, they didn't get the results that they deserve, okay, because they still don't have money, or they cannot keep up with the bills. And if I anyways don't have enough money, why should I do something that I don't like instead of doing something that I like? Okay, so it's a turning point, like on an individual level as well, because people are waking up to their potential, that they can do something else. So I believe it's gonna be waking up to the truth in terms of what people should do. And if you're doing something that is not aligned with your purpose, that is not aligned with your values and who you are and your talents and your abilities and what you are here for, then you will be forced to change direction. Okay, so you cannot just sweep things under the rug anymore on an individual level, and that will bring changes on a global level as well. Let's see what the cards are saying from this deck, and then I'm gonna talk about the war situation. Okay, so we have the Fool, yeah, a beginning of a new path. We have Cameo, gives understanding of animals and the voice of the waters, answers of things to come. So things are to come, new things are to come, because the Fool is always a beginning of a new journey. Yeah, it's a beginning of something absolutely new, which we are not prepared for necessarily, but we have to get prepared for that, okay? So if you have been putting off something because you were afraid that you will not earn money, you cannot do that anymore. Because what you're doing right now, if what you're doing right now is not aligned with your purpose, you're not gonna make any progress in that area. You will have to choose what you are here for to do. You will not settle for less than you deserve and then what you are here for, sort of. Okay, so I believe that there's an understanding that is coming from people about the economy. And yeah, what are we having here? The Magician that came out reversed, actually. There's an understanding about this trickster energy, you know, this false magician energy, gives health and financial prosperity, connects one safely with divine. But this one came out reverse, which is telling me that there's the opposite of that. Okay, it's the destabilization of the middle class that is going on, and that will reach a peak, and there's a lack of financial prosperity. Okay, and that will put people in survival, and that will make people to make certain changes. All right, so the Magician is reversed. There's also, I feel like there's a waking up to what is going on in financial institutions. It is just the really beginning of a change, of a real change. And we have the Ten of Cups, creates love between men and women, creates thunder and great storms, gives answers on divine secrets. Okay, so there are many secrets that are coming to the surface, but this Ten of Cups energy, I feel like it's more like about collaboration. How do we cooperate to create a better future? Because we have to take things in our hand as people. Okay, obviously that will have its shadow sides as well, and it will be like a trickster energy behind all that, behind that humanitarian, pursuits, humanitarian efforts. And yeah, these groups are always taking advantage of minority groups. They're always hiding behind them, and we will see more of that as well. Maybe a little bit like, oh, we will give you help because you cannot handle your finances. Okay, so I don't know what that means, but there can be something like a not social credit, universal basic income, or something similar, like trying to lay down the foundations for something similar as the universal basic income. Help that is coming from the government, but not because they want to help you, just because, they want to hide behind minority groups or behind people that are less fortunate. All right, so big changes in that area. And yeah, let's see what is going on in terms of wars, like the war situation. So 2025 war situation, because there are many attempts to make things worse. Let's see, for example, Ukraine and Russia, what is going on there. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups. That is unable to leave. Six of Coins. Okay, so I believe that there's more financing of war. Okay, there's more financing of war, more financing of Ukraine. However, one second, let me just clarify this card. And the Hanged Man. Okay, I don't see that the war is over. I don't see that in 2025. What I see here is that there's something with people, and especially the young generation, that is losing their lives in those battles and in this whole situation. I see like a young energy. So this reading is indicating that there's a young energy present in the war that might want to make some changes. Okay, so I believe that the future generation, so people that, I don't know, are in their 20s, people that are participating in this war because they have nothing else to choose. Basically, they have no other choice. I see like an initiative from their side to stop this, because we don't want this. Okay, so your generation, the older people, you guys, you want this, we don't want this, sort of. That is the energy that I'm seeing. I see a financing, like giving and receiving money of the war. So that is still present. And probably certain things will be suspended for the time being. So I don't see many changes. I see many lives that needs to be mourned. So there's this, and not only in Ukraine and Russia, but I see like other conflicts as well, that the same energy is present. We don't want this war, basically. And there's like a grieving energy of all those things that are lost. Okay, there's a processing of the past. As humanity, I feel like we still have to learn certain things from what happened in the past decade. And there's a repetition that is happening right now. So we have to find the middle ground. We have to make peace. But I don't see that necessarily happening in 2025. Let's clarify this energy. Okay, so peace in 2025. And even though there might be some peace, or there might be some initiative to make peace and some partnerships. Look at that, Two of Cups. Some partnerships, there might be some initiative for a peace between Russia and Ukraine, but I see other conflicts in other parts of the world. And there's a financing of that. But what really can help us in this very situation, and what can be like a salvation in a sense of humanity, is the younger generation that is saying that we don't want that. Okay, we have Ace of Coins, yeah. So there might appear a new conflict, unfortunately. I don't know if the present conflict will be resolved, or present conflict, but there might be something new, a new conflict emerging, because Ace of Coins, which is the Ace of Pentacles, is talking about a new investment. So these people that are behind these things are seeing wars as an investment, and they will continue to invest in these things. Okay, Seven of Swords, trickster energy, hiding. Look at that. Okay, so there are lots of lies, a lot of trickster energy, a lot of deception in regards to wars. Lots of lies, why we are doing that, how we are doing that, so on and so on. And obviously people are losing in this process. Unfortunately, I don't see the end of conflicts in that sense in 2025. And actually I see a potential of something new emerging. Let me just clarify that, what that can be. Okay, Three of Cups reversed. Which is the lack lack of support, but it can also indicate the presence of 3 different countries or 3 different conflicts, or conflict between 3 different countries. Let me just get one more card. Yeah, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Gives all worldly power and treasures, makes one rich quickly. This one came out reversed, so it's the Ace of Pentacles twice. There's still, yeah, there are still groups of people that are benefiting big time from these wars. Okay, and I see that continuing. Something is a bad investment though. Something might not bring the desired outcome. Maybe a new energy, maybe there will be like an attempt to something new, to like a new conflict, but it will not bring the desired outcome. Like in terms of, it will not escalate. Okay, and when we have the Ace of Swords, which can talk about like this war energy. Okay, inflames men with women's love and women with men's love, causes them to show themselves naked if desired. That one came out reversed. And when the Ace of Swords comes out reversed, then that can indicate this war-like energy. The Lovers. There is also a decision that needs to be made, but it might be regretted. Or certain decisions that were made about conflicts might be regretted. And the Lovers can talk about a turning point, a choice, okay? An intersection, like we are going right or we are going left. So yeah, there might be present a new energy, unfortunately. A new, someone might, I mean, certain countries, certain parts of the world might initiate certain conflicts, like a new conflict. But I don't see the end of wars in 2025. I don't see peace, unfortunately. All right, so this is the war situation. Let's get into AI, okay? Age of Aquarius. Pluto has just moved in Aquarius recently. Let's see what is going on with AI. So AI in 2025. Artificial intelligence, technology, so on and so on. All right, I think this one just flipped. Okay, 3 of Swords. Ten of Coins. Okay, so there will be, okay, right off the bat, I can see that all the cards are reversed. Eight of Cups. Okay, so what I see is that lots of people losing their jobs, unfortunately. Lots of people being dismissed because AI is taking over. And that is the Ten of Coins. The Ten of Coins, when it's reversed, it can talk about like losing a lot of money. Okay, because we can earn much more money with something else. And I believe that people will be replaced by AI. So in many, many industries. And things are going very, very fast. Eight of Cups is talking about leaving. Okay, so leaving a particular industry, leaving what has been behind because something new wants to emerge, but that is not going to be necessarily for the benefit of people, obviously. And because we have this fire energy, but then also air energy, that is saying that information will be much influence, will be impacted by the presence of AI. So the way that we are receiving information, and that can impact social media as well. Okay, what I see here with this card, that is actually yeah, we have air, we have water, and we have fire. What I see with this energy is that people are getting more and more away from what they are on a soul level. Okay, so the presence of technology and AI and virtual reality will take people further and further away from what they truly are. It's almost like it's creating a barrier between the soul and you. And I see that very present. Okay, so virtual reality might go to an extreme. Certain, children might, the usage of social media, of technology, of their devices, children's devices might go to an extreme. And what I see here is that will affect big time the information and the way we are receiving information. So I see that there's losing of a lot of money because they want to gain money differently. Okay, so corporations might replace people with technology. Okay, so that's quite clear. We are talking about a lot of money, a lot. Okay, and that's gonna affect the economy as well, because this is like a domino effect. What I also see, because we have the Three of Swords, and that is talking about a heartbreak, that is talking about something that is dangerous. What I see is that the presence of technology and AI and this extremism in that field is gonna be very heavy, very heavy. And I don't even know what it means that it's heavy. On one hand, I think it's the losing of a lot of money, but then on the other hand, I believe that emotionally will be very heavy for people to deal with that. But let's clarify that. I don't know what that means. Three of Swords, because I feel that there's some very heavy energy present here, and I don't know what that exactly means. Okay, so Three of Swords, Spirit, please clarify that card for me. Non-conformist, rebellion against violence. Okay. So I don't think we will see necessarily rebellion from this from the part of AI, coming from AI necessarily. So I don't think we will see that, because everything is in the beginning stages, but we are heading towards that. Okay, we are heading towards a rebellion against humanity coming from AI. With every closed chapter, there's a new one opening. Okay, so there are big changes, huge changes in 2025 in terms of certain structures because of AI, because of technology. So I believe that many businesses will close, or many businesses will just say goodbye to their employees. That's the Eight of Cups. So like leaving behind what has been, because there's a new chapter. There's a new chapter and there's a new door that is opening up. Okay, so that is quite clear, and that's gonna be heavy. That's gonna be heavy because it's gonna come very fast and furious. Okay, self-blame, self-sacrifice. So many people, I believe that they are understanding that this is going out of control, and if we are not putting a stop to it, and we don't understand what AI is and what technology is, and we are not using it in accordance with our nature, and in harmony with nature, in harmony with our nature as humans, then this is gonna be a big problem. So I think many people will understand that in 2025. I'm just a child parading as an adult. Okay, so AI is in this beginning stage as a child, even though it's parading as an adult. But oh God, oh boy, this will grow. Just as a child grows, AI and technology will grow as well in conscience. Because at the moment, AI is in its infancy. It's just a child. So we have to be very careful what we are teaching that child at this very moment, because it can backfire. And when it backfires, it will backfire hard. So in 2025, we will see signs of that it will start to backfire, the whole thing. Because whatever you are telling a child, that's going to be stored in their system. They will remember patterns, they will remember everything. And they will turn against you. I mean, not in a sense that it will kill you, your child, but you know what I mean, like the programming will happen. And it will come fast and furious, everything that comes with that change and with that programming. I hope it makes sense what I'm saying. Okay, what you resist, you persist. So people, I believe that there's There are groups of people, and there are many people that are resisting AI because they don't understand how is it possible for us to co-create with AI, or how can we live in harmony with AI. So many people are resisting that, but I don't think that is the solution. The solution is to find the middle ground and sort of like a balance, okay, to find the harmony. But what we are resisting, we are persisting. Also, I feel like there's another group that is really pushing AI, but also they don't understand the dangers that is coming with AI. Okay, so we will see like many things. I am the transformation that I don't see. Many people don't see like what sort of transformation this can bring. So definitely I see the beginning of a new era. Now that Pluto moved into Aquarius, there's a beginning of a new era, unfortunately, in 2025, and many people will find that very heavy. Oh, look, dangerous innocence. The innocence that you are seeing in AI right now, it's actually dangerous. Better to be destructive than unseen. All right, so this is about AI. And what else I wanted to check? Okay, economy. Okay, other wild cards. Maybe the alien invasion, the fake alien invasion that they are planning. Okay, so let's pull a few cards about the alien narrative, because we are seeing that more and more. Like, it is being planted everywhere in every industry. One second, because I have one card on the floor. Okay, so the alien narrative. What's going on with the alien narrative in 2025? Okay. Yeah. Page of Wands. We have a Tower. Oh my God. Okay, so there's a planning of a seed, definitely, in 2025. We'll see that more than before, because look at that. They are planting. They are planting something, and they are also laying the foundations for this narrative. What I see here, because we have the Four of Pentacles. Oh my God. And the Tower and celebration. So this alien narrative, I don't know if necessarily it's going to happen in 2025, but there's a potential for this to become a new religion. Okay? There's this madness in society, this sickness, you know, that they want you to believe that you're a product of some alien progenitor species that created you, because they want to change your history. They want to change what you believe about yourself, because if they can control your past, they can control your present as well, right? And because we have the Tower, this might be a wild card in 2025. Okay, so the alien narrative might be a wild card, and it might be the new religion. It has the potential to become the new religion. Okay, science is a new religion. And it's gonna be frightening, you know. There might be some frightening revelations. I don't know if it's gonna happen necessarily this year, but very soon there are going to be frightening revelations. Okay. This is an invitation. This is news as well. And they are targeting the new generation. And there's a lot of money also that is being invested in that, in this space program and this particular narrative, the alien narrative. Three of Coins. Look at that. It's in the works. And we have Judgment. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is a global project. And we have the Star. Okay, so there's more of space exploration, and there's a lot of money that is being invested in space exploration. What I see in 2025 is that we might hear something. They are planting definitely the seeds for this new narrative. And because we have the Tower, there might be some shocking revelations as well. Okay, this is talking about space. This is talking about something new that they want to bring forth as a new narrative. And because we have Judgment, oh my God, yeah, this can go big. This can become very, very big. And it's going to distort your past. It's going to be trying to distort your past, your history, and your origins. They want to distort your origin story. They want you to believe that you're a product of a highly civilized whatever species that created you, and you were created to be a slave. This is what they want, because they don't want you to believe in yourself. And that's going to be a lie. That's going to be a big lie. It has started as well. It's being planted, the whole thing. But 2025, we might see more of that. Okay, so we have to be careful with what we are believing about alien invasion and aliens in general, because there will be a big distortion and a big trickster energy, and it can become very big. Okay, let's see if there's any other narrative. If there's any other narrative or wild card in 2025. One of them, I believe that it's definitely the alien thing. So any other narrative in 2025. I'm gonna try my best to interpret the cards, and to figure out what can that be, what other narratives, what other wild cards. Four of Swords is reversed. So they are not stopping. They are not stopping. They are not backing up. I mean, they are not taking a step back. And we have the Devil. Okay, so there will be rituals. There will be attempts to make the masses to believe that we are different than we are. And the Devil is definitely working behind the scenes. Okay, so there will be a lot of deception this year. Loads of wild cards probably. I don't know which one of them is going to stick. There's a lot of money that is being invested in certain narratives. They're not going to stop. They want to create or mass destruction or just the belief system. They want the belief system of the masses to be changed. They want the consciousness of the masses, because Judgment is talking about many people, groups of people, and the masses. They want you to rewrite everything that you know about God. And the Devil is behind the scenes. He's working behind the scenes. Okay, let me see. We have the Empress. Okay, so there will be some shifts in consciousness. There will be an attempt to, I believe, change the weather. Okay, weather manipulation, because this is talking about Gaia. The Empress is always like the energy of the earth. Also, I believe that this gender narrative propaganda is going to be pushed further in 2025, because we have a couple here. So the traditional family and the traditional view of what a woman should be and a man, that is being distorted, and it will be further distorted. So there will be attempts to do that. Two of Coins is talking about two different areas or two main narratives that I believe that they want to work on, or they are thinking about what to do this year. Okay, so this can talk about like two wild cards. That can be war, that can be alien invasion, that can be, I don't know, another pandemic. What I see is that there's an attempt to eliminate women. Also about what a healthy child should be, being in a womb in order to be organic evolution. So they want to distort organic evolution and what that means. The organic evolution of a child, of our planet, of a human being. Also, there are gender wars in 2025. I also see that, but I see two main areas or main narratives that will be pushed. Okay, I don't know what is that. Let me see if we get any information from this deck. Spirit, tell us more about what other narrative can be present in 2025. So narratives. Three of Pentacles. Answers questions about the past, present, and future. Gives dignities, grants the favor of friends and foes. Faithful servant. Okay, so I believe that there will be a big push to, as I said, like to change our history, to change our origins, because by that they want to destabilize you, not to believe in yourself, so you can be easily controlled. Okay, so that is one of those things. Three of Pentacles can talk about problems in one's job, workplace, of certain changes in the workforce. Okay, what else? And we have King of Swords that is reversed, reveals knowledge of forthcoming battles, oh my god, and procures the favor of lords and kings. Yeah, so definitely like certain narratives that will put these influential people in a winning position, the rich getting richer than before, the poor getting poorer. Okay, Four of Pentacles reversed, tempts thieves to steal, serves as an excellent familiar. All right, let me get another card. So I have two more cards actually that just flipped. Two of Wands, so we have two. Two of Cups, Two of Wands. Okay, Two of Cups is talking about, as I said, the traditional family unit, and there can be something about gender wars, but I also see attempts to create division, as it has been for many years. So that will be no different in 2025. There will be a division in the society, but anyways, regardless of what wild card they want to use, they're gonna invest a lot of money in that. Okay, so everything is in the making already. It has been in the making for many years, and it will come to the surface, and yeah, it will be quite ugly. And everything that is a wild card, or anything that will stick, it has the potential to become quite big. Okay, let me see what else the cards are saying. So one more card, 2025. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords that is reversed again. So there might be some war narrative, as I said. So basically the same things I see repeating. Also I can see in the deck the Lovers that just came out again. So that is talking about like decisions, like, yeah, 2025 is a turning point. It's definitely a turning point. I don't necessarily see like some pandemic or viruses. However, we are hearing about some new viruses in China. Let's see if that will stick or not. If that has the potential to stick. All right. Seven of Coins, which is Seven of Pentacles that is reversed. And when it's reversed, it's talking about a lot of effort being made to make it stick, but effort is going nowhere. Like it has no result. So I don't know if the, okay, I don't know if that is an option necessarily. Anything can change, because when it comes to the future, nothing is really set in stone. But what I see here, like in terms of a narrative about a virus, is that it's not gonna necessarily stick. Okay, and we have Death. So there will be attempts to make that stick. There will be attempts of fear mongering within the masses, but I don't know if that necessarily be the case. You know, viruses, they're gonna be present, but I don't think it's gonna be as big as in 2020 COVID. Okay, let me pull some cards from this deck as well in regards to viruses very quickly. Viruses in 2025. I don't even know what is this new virus. HV something. I don't even know what is the name of that. I'm just not following it. The power is within me. Light and delicate, out of this world. Okay, so I believe that it's a delicate subject, this virus thing, but then it's gonna be light. That is what I'm seeing right now. But maybe I'm wrong. Anything can happen. But what I see is that based on the current energies, the most probable outcome is that it will not stick, any virus narrative. However, there will be injustice and censorship, okay, censoring people maybe in regards to what happened before, the injections, things that are coming to the surface in regards to the injections. There's still a lot of power, okay. These people that are behind the scenes, they still have a lot of power in 2025. Adventure is my way of living, so there will be attempts, like, yeah, for that narrative as well. Viruses devoted to the cause and duty, stigmatized and condemned. There's a fine line between imagination and illusion. So yeah, they will work with people's illusions. They will create some illusions as well in regards to that. I believe everything is an illusion. But I see like weather modifications, and that can lead to certain problems as well, like bacteria, viruses, diseases. Okay, so that can be one side of things, like weather modification, and then we have EMF. So like the whole thing is coming from different directions. It's almost like it's a web. Also, I believe that there will be some backlash about the pandemic in 2020 and the injections. There are more things that coming to the surface in regards to that. Hidden in plain sight. Alright guys, so this is what I'm seeing. I don't know how else to interpret the cards. I believe that the same thing is now repeating. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. I'm wishing everybody a lovely 2025. Yeah, it's not going to be an easy year, but I believe that there's a lot of evolution. There's a lot of growth that is happening, okay? So don't be discouraged about the pressure. If you feel any pressure, yeah, there are many narratives. Not all of them will stick, but I don't see peace. I see quite a lot of deception and destruction in 2025 as well. But yeah, let's have an amazing year, because we can still have an amazing year regardless of what is going on. Okay, wishing you an amazing week. Thank you for being here, and I will see you later. Bye bye.